Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher. Hello. 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 Hello, teacher. I can hear your voice.
Hello?
Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher.
Okay, hello, good evening. Can you tell me about your weekend? Can you tell me about your day?
Yes, my day is amazing.
Why? Why is it amazing?
Amazing, but a little bit sad
Why?
because my it's because my test is not high enough.
Oh, what is your score? Do you have an exam
Mm.
or just a quiz?
Yes, it is a real exam in my school
Oh,
about geography. Yeah,
oh, geo.
geography.
Does it focus world, the world, or just Vietnam?
What?
Geography about the world or just Vietnam?
Yes, the word about
Oh,
Asian or yes, every part of the world.
oh,
Asian,
Asia.
Africa, or Europe, etc.
Mm-hmm. Well, that kind of subject is really hard to memorize. I also don't have the interest in that subject.
Yes,
Way back, I am in high school. Mhm. Okay,
yes, because
so
I'm not good at.
mhm. Can you still remember our lesson?
Yes,
Is it
mm,
about is it about finding your customer? Yes?
yes.
Yes, okay. So last time we tackle about finding about your customers, and here's we can learn about the ways to learn more about our customers. Did we have this already? Ways to learn more about your customers and their needs.
Your your voice is low. It's small.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay, so number one, the first that you must consider are their social media accounts. If you are targeting the millennials, like ages from 15 to 20, that is your target customer, for example, and you're going to monitor their social media accounts so that you can know about their needs, what they want, what is mostly on trend about the millennials nowadays. K-pop, I, K-pop, gadgets, fashion trend. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, and also mhm, review website analytics. Okay, if you're going to shop online like that, do you
Yeah.
go shopping online? When you go
Yes.
shopping online, yes.
Yes.
Okay, you have to also check the review website analytics if it is legit, of how it is, how do you say that? Recommended it is, and research keywords. Okay, the most popular keywords. You can't just name your product. You can't just name your product old-fashioned keywords like old-fashioned titles. You must be always on trend. Are you also the
Trend, follow trend.
yes? Are you also the kind of millennial who is also on trend? Who always follows the trending? Are you that kind?
Maybe I'm an old-fashioned person.
Yes, an old fashioned that is. That is also nice. An old soul. Uh-huh. Okay, so what is next? Yeah, conduct a survey. I think this is very popular um among all business. To know about your market, to know about your customers, you must conduct a survey to know what should be improved and what you are lacking. And last, read blogs, social media, online forum comments. Social media is the best advertisement. Have you seen Taiwan Class, a K drama? Have you
Taiwan?
seen? Yes,
Tai
Taiwan Class. That is a K drama
ah,
movie. Yeah,
Taiwan, taekwondo. Yeah.
and that is a Korean Asia. Okay, I think it is a town in Korean. That movie they focuses on the business, a food restaurant business, and the owner is an old fashioned. It's an old fashioned. Instead of he gives flyers, wear mascots, and some millennials told him that that is not the on trend advertisement. You must go on social media. You must write blogs, and when the moment they do that, and when the moment they do that, their restaurant is on it. Customers are coming on their restaurant. Mm, that is just an example.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, that is just an example. Okay, wait. Okay, so next. Okay, use the words in the box to complete the following list of ways to learn about your customers. Number one is already here.
Yes,
Eat.
that's my assignment I sent you.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, I forgot. Oh well. Yes, I'm so sorry. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So how about this one? Now work together with a partner and decide which methods are best for researching. Okay, let's just pretend that we're partners. A new product and an existing product or service. Which method are best for researching? Okay, what is best for researching? A new product or service or an existing product or service? Remember the best for researching. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Do you think?
um, Best for researching, I will choose a new project.
Oh, a new product.
Yeah.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Because when we open a business or open to start marketing, I want to introduce to people our company's new projects, and then and then we'll introduce about the benefits or the um, advantages of them. So I can PR our new projects to the customers, and then they will use our products.
Very nice idea. That is a very nice idea. But I think researching a new product is kind of hard because Yeah, oh yes, we're just talking about researching. But how about gathering customers? New products or services? I don't think if you are example, if you are a customer, would you go to a new product line or to those product line who has a lots of reviews already? Of course, you're going to go to the lots of reviews because it is already proven. You can think that your money is not a waste, but your idea is also great. You can use your skills to launch a new product and grab customers. That is very nice. Congratulations. Okay. I okay, how about this one? Let's listen to this.
Unit 2.
Unit two.
Exercise 2.
Well, a postal survey would be quite cheap, that's true, but I don't think it would be very effective.
Neither do I. After all, every time I get one of those, I usually put it straight in the bin. And the people who do answer usually skip half the questions. I think an online survey would get much better results.
Well, it would be free, which is nice, but I don't think all our customers use our website, actually. They tend to buy our phones in shops, so I'm not sure how many relevant responses we'd get. We may end up with a skewed sample.
What about individual interviews? If we met people, we could show them a prototype and let them examine it. That way they could give a more informed response.
Yes, and would also have a better response rate. So we could either organise a focus group and invite 4 to 6 people to take part, or do a street interview and just stop people on the street and ask them questions. What do you think, Karina?
Well, both options have their strengths and weaknesses, but to be honest, interviews like that usually cost a fortune. I personally think that a telephone survey is the best. We can look at the user profiles we have and just call members of our target market. You know, parents with young children.
I agree completely. We should definitely focus on our target group.
Yes, but what about the people without young children, like grandparents, who buy the phone as a present for their grandchild?
Good point. It looks like we'll have to be...
Is it? Oh, is that okay? Okay, I will let you listen again. Remember to make a note of 6 data collection methods they mentioned. This is a conversation, a discussion between 3 members of the team. Okay, one is already the postal survey. Just have to take note the other 5. Okay, listen again.
Unit 2. Exercise 2.
Exercise.
Well, a postal survey would be quite cheap, that's true, but I don't think it would be very effective.
Neither do I. After all, every time I get one of those, I usually put it straight in the bin. And the people who do answer usually skip half the questions. I think an online survey would get much better results.
Well, it would be free, which is nice, but I don't think all our customers use our website, actually. They tend to buy our phones in shops, so I'm not sure how many relevant responses we'd get. We may end up with a skewed sample.
What about individual interviews? If we met people, we could show them a prototype and let them examine it. That way they could give a more informed response.
Yes, and would also have a better response rate. So we could either organise a focus group and invite 4 to 6 people to take part, or do a street interview and just stop people on the street and ask them questions. What do you think, Karina?
Well, both options have their strengths and weaknesses, but to be honest, interviews like that usually cost a fortune. I personally think that a telephone survey is the best. We can look at the user profiles we have and just call members of our target market. You know, parents with young children.
I agree completely. We should definitely focus on our target group.
Yes, but what about the people without young children, like grandparents, who buy the phone as a present for their grandchild?
Good point. It looks like we'll have to be...
Okay, so that's it. Have you gathered the other 5 data collection methods?
Maybe yes.
Yes. Okay, so what do you think will be the next of the postal survey?
And to me, it is yes, online survey.
Okay, online survey. And what is next?
And next is a skill sample, something like that. Individual. Yes, in
Okay,
my papers has individual interview.
okay. What is next? How about you read all of what you have data?
Focus group.
Focus group and another? Yes?
And telephone survey.
Oh, street interview.
Yes.
Okay, and telephone survey. Here is telephone survey. Okay, it's correct. So, very good. How about this one? Answer the questions. What advantages and disadvantages do the different methods have? Which is the cheapest and which is the most expensive? Listen again if necessary. Okay, we will listen again, and we will choose which brings advantage and disadvantage, the cheapest and the most expensive. What do you think? Online survey, individual interview, focus group, street interview, and telephone survey. Oh. What happened?
Unit 2, Exercise 2.
Well, a postal survey would be quite cheap.
That's true, but I don't think it would be very effective.
Neither do I. After all, every time I get one of those, I usually put it straight in the bin. And the people who do answer usually skip half the questions. I think an online survey would get much better results.
Well, it would be free, which is nice, but I don't think all our customers use our website, actually. They tend to buy our phones in shops, so I'm not sure how many relevant responses we'd get. We may end up with a skewed sample.
What about individual interviews? If we met people, we could show them a prototype and let them examine it. That way they could give a more informed response.
Yes, and would also have a better response rate. So we could either organise a focus group and invite 4 to 6 people to take part, or do a street interview and just stop people on the street and ask them questions. What do you think, Karina?
Well, both options have their strengths and weaknesses, but to be honest, interviews like that usually cost a fortune. I personally think that a telephone survey is the best. We can look at the user profiles we have and just call members of our target market. You know, parents with young children.
I agree completely. We should definitely focus on our target group.
Yes, but what about the people without young children, like grandparents, who buy the phone as a present for their grandchild?
Good point. It looks like we'll have to be...
Okay. So have you heard which is the cheapest and that costs more that is which method is the most costly and the most with disadvantage and advantage? What do you think?
I think online survey is the cheapest one. And individual interviews is the most expensive.
Okay,
Yes.
what about the advantage and disadvantage? Which among them brings advantage and disadvantage?
Online survey is useful for people. Then yes, it's useful for people, and it is cheap and mhm. That's it.
Huh? Okay, so that is nice. But okay, the audio tells that the postal survey is the cheapest, while the focus group, the one with that mostly costs, and while the telephone survey is the most with advantage, and the okay most with advantage, and the online survey was he didn't tell me which. I didn't tell which is the with the most disadvantage. They stole the cheap, the most costly, and with advantage. Okay, so that is their marketing strategy. So let's. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this is free. Oh, so here's the answer. Can you tell me the postal survey? So this is the advantage and the disadvantage of the one, two, oh. The individual interview consists of the focus group and the street interviews. And last is the telephone survey. Okay, can you see this? The postal survey is
Yes.
the cheapest, while the online survey is free. Okay, so that is the advantage. And the individual interview allow people to examine a prototype, leading to more informed responses. Usually has the best response rate. And last is not as expensive as individual interviews and allows the company to focus on its target market based on user profiles.
Profiles. Yeah.
Okay, so however, these are the disadvantages. Can you see this? The postal survey is not very effective. Okay, so maybe they have disregarded that. And most
Sorry, teacher. Sir. Oh, in my country is there is a storm. Oh,
I'm very sorry. Oh, that a thunder?
I'm so scared. Oh, it's here. Oh, no.
Well, I didn't
Oh
hear.
no. Oh my God.
Well, I didn't hear that.
I'm so scared now.
You're funny.
It, there are thunder. There
Uh,
is thunder.
yes, there is. Okay, I heard that there is a storm in your country.
Yes, I'm scared that our electricity will be turned
Yes,
off.
yes, that is that's the bad benefit of having a thunder.
Okay, now let's continue. It's okay now.
Okay, are you okay? Can you drink water? Where's your water? Drink your water.
Yes,
Okay,
here.
okay, very good. Okay, just listen to me. And okay, moving. Okay, continue the postal survey. Okay, the disadvantage of it is most people also disregard the surveys without answering. Okay. And those who answer usually skip half the question. Okay. Postal survey. And next is the online survey. Online survey also has two disadvantages. Not appropriate for this company's target group, as customers tend not to buy from the website and could lead to skewed sample. Okay. The disadvantage of the individual interview, it is very expensive, while the telephone survey, wow, there is no disadvantage. Okay, so that what makes it more advantageous. Okay, an online survey is the cheapest option. Is the cheapest option. Doing individual interviews like focus groups or street interviews is the most expensive option.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, when you gather people, they have to. Sometimes you're the one to shoulder their transportation plus food. So that is why it is really expensive. Uh-huh. Okay, so how about this one? Did you know? Can you read?
Okay. Did you know market research terms vary between Britain and the US? For example, an individual interview in Britain is often called an one-on-one or an in-person survey in the US. A street interview is called a sidewalk survey, and a postal survey is called a mail survey.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So the Britain and the US really don't have a similar mind. Okay. So how about this one? You're going to listen again to the dialogue and find words to the following definition. Okay? Take
Yes.
note.
Unit 2. Exercise 2.
Well, a postal survey would be quite cheap.
That's true, but I don't think it would be very effective.
Neither do I. After all, every time I get one of those, I usually put it straight in the bin. And the people who do answer usually skip half the questions. I think an online survey would get much better results.
Well, it would be free, which is nice, but I don't think all our customers use our website, actually. They tend to buy our phones in shops, so I'm not sure how many relevant responses we'd get. We may end up with a skewed sample.
What about individual interviews? If we met people, we could show them a prototype and let them examine it. That way they could give a more informed response.
Yes, and would also have a better response rate. So we could either organise a focus group and invite 4 to 6 people to take part, or do a street interview and just stop people on the street and ask them questions. What do you think, Karina?
Well, both options have their strengths and weaknesses, but to be honest, interviews like that usually cost a fortune. I personally think that a telephone survey is the best. We can look at the user profiles we have and just call members of our target market. You know, parents with young children.
I agree completely. We should definitely focus on our target group.
Yes, but what about the people without young children, like grandparents, who buy the phone as a present for their grandchild?
Good point. It looks like we'll have to be...
Okay. That is kind of confusing. I just know the answer of number 5. Do you want to listen again? Or let's just guess the answer.
Let's just get the answer.
Okay. Okay, useful. Okay, relevant response. So this is the answer key. Useful answer is the relevant response. Oh, they're just using these words. Okay. Have you noticed? They are just using these words: relevant response, skewed sample, prototype. I heard they said these words: target market or target group, and user profile. Okay, so these are the meaning. Relevant response means useful answer. Skewed sample is a survey group which is not typical of a target group. And prototype is a model of a product in development. Oh, that is a prototype. And percentage of people who complete a survey, that means a response rate. Okay, and number 5, yes, number 5 is the target group, the group of people a company wants to sell to, or the target market. That's what I have in mind. And the information known about a customer, oh, they uses the term user profile mhm, as an information known about a customer. Okay, do you get it? Do you have
Yes.
questions? I
I want to know more about skewed sample. Skewed sample.
oh, I don't have my phone. Wait. Okay. Skewed sample, a survey group which is not typical of a target group. Let me know what is skewed. Okay, wait. Where is my phone? Skewed. What do you think is skewed?
Skewed.
You should have a Merriam-Webster a dictionary in your phone because this is what I do sometimes when I am in school. I am not that walking dictionary, so that's why I have a dictionary in my phone. And every time I encounter a new English word that I am not really familiar with the definition or I forgot about the definition, I just check on my phone. Skewed
Yes.
means to make favor or to make something favor a particular group of people in a way that is unfair or to
Hmm.
change something that is not true or accurate. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so skewed. That is making something. Oh, how do you say that? A switch not typical. Um, yes. It is making your survey or your sample skewed sample. How do you say that? You're making a sample. Let's just try it in your food. Or if because they're talking about a telephone or telecommunication business. Are they using a sample phones that are defective? Like they are using phones, example, they're using this phone and they're comparing this phone to their product like that. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen that in the advert in the commercial in TV, but they're using like shampoo. Um, they're using other products of the shampoo, other brand of other brand of shampoo, and they are comparing it to their brand of shampoo, like that. Do you get it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I know.
yes. Okay. So that is good sample. They're using other product to make their product the better. Uh huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a good sample. Mhm. I don't know that there are I don't know I just realized now that it is a marketing strategy. I just
Yeah.
realized now that kind of act is a marketing strategy. Mhm. Mhm. Imagine using other product to make your product the better. Mhm.
Yeah.
How about this one? Now complete the sentences below using the correct form of the words you have found. Okay. Remember about these words? Can you write it so that we can have it later, or I will just write it on the screen? Relevant. Remember their definition. Relevant response is a useful answer. Skewed sample and prototype. response rate, target market. I will just use target market and user profile. Okay, so these are the choices for the next exercise. Oh, backspace. I'm using backspace. Okay. Complete the sentences below using the correct form of the words you have found. Letter number 1 or letter A, Rolex blank is wealthy people who see a watch as a status symbol. No. Number 2, when you log on to a website, the pages you look at and the amount of time you spend on them are saved in your blank. When the best design surveys only have a blank of about 4%, so don't set your expectations too high. A blank will make the data you gather worthless. So think carefully about who fills in your questionnaires. And when did an online survey, but we did an online survey, but we didn't get many blank. Most of the visitors to our website aren't customers. And once the product development department has created a blank, we can display it at trade fairs. I'm sure it will attract more people to our stand. Okay, can you tell me about your answers?
I know the sentence B. User profile.
Okay, that is good. I also have that kind of answer in my mind.
Sentence D. Skewed sample.
Okay. How about letter C?
Let's see.
Where is the mouse? Oh, oops. I will show you some keywords. Okay, is wealthy people when you log on.
Log on. 4%.
Okay, I think this
Sentence C. Response rate.
Okay, very good. Okay, and this one. Letter B, correct. Yes, I think that is correct. User profile. Letter C, I think that is also correct. Response rate. And letter D, yes, gather worthless. How about
Yes.
letter F? Letter F.
Letter F. Prototype.
Very good. Okay, so we just have relevant response and target market. That is the only choices we have for letter A and letter E. Letter E is we did an online survey, but we didn't get many
relevant response.
Okay, very good. So that makes letter A the target market. Okay, so these are the answer key. Ta-da! Very good. Response rates, good sample, relevant responses, and prototype. Can you read? Oh, wait. I will let you read if there will be no. We still get a lot of slides. Do you want to read, or you would just have to move on to the next?
Okay, I will read.
Okay.
Okay, a Rolex target market or group is wealthy people who see a watch as a status symbol. B, when you log on to a website, the pages you look at and the amount of time you spend on them are saved in your user profile. C, even the best designed surveys only have a response rate of about 4%. So don't set your expectations too high. D, a skewed sample will make the data you gather worth less. So think carefully about who fills in your questionnaires. E, we did an
Questionnaires.
what?
Questionnaires. It is just
Yes,
only.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, questionnaires. Questionnaires.
No,
E,
not questionnaires. Just
questionnaires.
questionnaires. Nares, just nares.
Questionnaires.
Not nares, just nares. Just one syllable.
Questionnaires.
Okay, very
Yes,
good. Only one syllable.
questionnaires.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
continue. Very good. Continue.
We did an online survey, but we didn't get many relevant responses. Most of the visitors to our website aren't customers. F, once the product's development department has created a prototype, we can display it at trade fairs. I'm sure it will attract more people to our stand. That's it.
Okay, very good. Ta-da. Okay, so we got a transcript here. This is their transcript. Remember, this is what they keep on saying. Okay. Oh. So, do you want to read, or let's just reading? Greg has presented the following summary of results. Read it. Wait, I think it knows. Oh, it just only 3 minutes left. Oh, let us check these. Let us check. We will going to check this report next. Tomorrow. Let's just okay, because it's already time. Let's just read this part. The transcript.
Yes, okay.
Transcript.
Unit 2, Exercise 2.
Well, a postal survey would be quite cheap, that's true, but I don't think it would be very effective.
Neither do I. After all, every time I get one of those,
Wait, why did they say this as a transcript? Transcript is just as a record. Okay, transcript of records. Wait, that is what I know. Why they should they should title this just audio script. Oh, okay, an official record of students' grade. Okay, so Karina, who do you wanna be? Yeah, it will be Karina. Can you be just Karina?
Yes, okay, I will be Karina. Okay, well, a postal survey would be quite cheap.
And who is Hike? I am thinking who will be Hike. Okay, that will be me. That's true, but I don't think it will be very effective. Neither do I. After all, every time I get one of those, I usually put it straight in the bin. And the people who do answer usually skip half of the question. I think our online survey will got much better results. Okay, there's a lot of work. Okay, continue.
Okay, well, it would be free, which is nice, but I don't think all our customers use our website actually. They tend to buy our phones in shops, so I'm not sure how many relevant responses we'd get. We may end up with a skewed sample.
What about individual interviews? If we met people, we should show them a prototype and let them examine it. The way they could give a more informed response. Oh my god, wait. Yes, and we'll also have a better response rate. So we could either organize a focus group and invite 4 to 6 people to take part or do a street interview. And just stop people on the street and ask them questions. What do you think, Karina?
Well, both options have their strengths and weaknesses, but to be honest, interviews like that usually cost a fortune. One personally think that a telephone survey is the best. We can look at the user profiles we have and just call members of our target market. Parents with young children.
I agree completely. We should definitely focus on a target group. Yes, but what about the people without young children like grandparents who buy a phone as a present for their grandchild? Good point. It looks like we'll have to. Okay, so that is
Wow,
the script.
hand hand clap.
Okay, so thank you so much. See you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Goodbye. See you again, teacher. Bye.
Yes, goodbye. Thank you and good night.
Night tight.
Yes. Sleep tight. Oh.